This is clear Hess's property. I'm in the backyard and we're going to be doing essentially a bark installation project in here. And there's a lot of plants, so I'm going to try and go over everything that needs to be done. So one of the line items is going to be going through and using a weed whacker to knock down grasses like this. There's a lot more grasses here, so not everything is getting bark. So I just want to kind of identify. Let's start from here. We're going to go about 3 feet back, and that's going to be all barked. 3 feet, and it's going to go all the way here, and it's going to end right here. So this is all going to be barked, and then all this foliage, including the vines and the weeds, we're going to use a weed whacker to knock it down, rake it out. And then in here, so we're going to leave this, but in here it's going to be barked as well, and it's all going to be medium bark. Okay, so these are retaining wall areas. I'm going to turn around real quick. Same thing, it's going to be optional. It's going to be a separate line item for us to knock down some weeds, blow it out, and then put in medium bark in here, medium bark in here, in this area as well, all through here, all the way through here. We're going to leave this alone. We're going to leave this alone. This area right here, we need to knock down the weeds. Areas where there are too many leaves, we're going to kind of blow them out to prep the area for bark. So this right here, we don't want the stuff sticking out through the bark, so we're going to knock that down. This planter bed right here, we'll need to rake a little bit out and knock down the weeds here to make room for bark in these spots. This planter bed gets bark too. Okay, bark in this spot too. Now this strip right here, we're not going to do anything to. We're going to leave it alone. I'll start at the front door. So this is a main focus. We're going to also knock down some growth in here. There's a bit too many leaves on the edges, so we're going to rake those away. She's not too concerned about removing all of the leaves, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to remove these leaves, so this area is going to get barked like this all the way down. So let's see. So looks like this is all lawn area. The bark is going to end right here most likely. Yeah, it's going to end here. The bark is going to go, so same thing, knock down the foliage inside here, and then put in bark around this tree, put in bark around that tree. We're not removing the leaves in this area. Just wanted to reiterate that. If I walk over here in this area, we need to put bark in here, but to see how the leaves are spilling over, we're gonna have to rake out a little bit. So a little bit of a site prep for the planters to receive the bark. Same thing here, you can see how the bark is spilling over. We just have to rake some of it away back into the planter most likely, and then just put the bark on top of it. Same thing in here. Just kind of tidy up the edges and then put the bark in on top of the leaves. But if there are some weeds growing through, we want to knock those down with the weed whacker. And that's it. That's the whole area.